Songs that almost went to someone else. Rihanna edition. Most people hear a hit song and assume it was destiny, that it was always meant for the artist who sang it. But in pop music, that's rarely how it works. Some of the biggest songs in history didn't start with the stars who made them famous. They traveled, they changed hands, and sometimes they almost became someone else's legacy. Today, we're looking at Rihanna, an artist whose career proves one thing better than almost anyone else. Some songs don't become iconic because they were written for the right person. They become iconic because the right person found them at the right time. To understand that, you first need to understand how hit songs actually move. Most pop hits begin as demos, rough recordings made by songwriters and producers, not for release but for pitching. At this stage, a song doesn't belong to anyone. It's a melody, a mood, an idea. Labels and A&R teams pass these demos around constantly, trying to match the right sound with the right artist. Sometimes an artist passes, sometimes an album changes direction, sometimes timing kills a song, and sometimes a song just waits until it finds the voice that brings it to life. That brings us to one of Rihanna's most powerful records, Diamonds. The song wasn't originally written with Rihanna as the final destination. It was created by Sia, Benny Blanco, and Stargate, writers known for crafting songs that could live in many worlds. Early on, the song wasn't tied to any single artist. In fact, the producers have said they imagined very different voices on it. But when Rihanna heard the demo, something clicked immediately. She connected to the emotion, the restraint, the weight behind it. She reportedly played the song repeatedly, locked into its feeling, and moved fast to record it. Once her voice touched it, the song transformed. Diamonds went on to become a defining moment of her career, a global #1, a song that felt personal, controlled, and powerful. Not because it was written for her, but because she made it hers. That pattern shows up again and again in her catalog. Take Umbrella. The song that turned Rihanna into a worldwide superstar didn't land with her first.
I heard the record and I was really afraid
It was
of the
offered
record.
to other major artists before it ever reached her team. Some passed, some didn't connect, but when Rihanna recorded it, the song took on a completely new identity. It wasn't just catchy, it was confident. It wasn't just a hit, it was a statement. Umbrella didn't just change her career, it announced her arrival. And it almost never happened.
Then there's SOS, another early Rihanna hit that wasn't initially hers. The song was built around an unmistakable sample and high-energy production, but it didn't land with the first artist it was offered to. Once again, timing opened a door. Rihanna stepped into it, and the song became her first #1 in the United States. By that point, a pattern was forming. Songs weren't shaping Rihanna. Rihanna was shaping songs. But the story doesn't stop with the hits she recorded. There's another side to this. Songs that were written for Rihanna that she didn't record. Ed Sheeran once revealed that he originally had Rihanna in mind while writing a song that would later become one of the biggest pop records of all time. She passed. Sia, the same songwriter behind Diamonds, offered another major record to Rihanna's team, a song that eventually became a global hit under Sia's own name. Again, Rihanna passed. And that's important. because it shows that her success wasn't about grabbing every hit available. It was about instinct, knowing what fit her voice, her image, her moment. That's why this only works with Rihanna. She had the rare ability to take a song that wasn't written for her and make it feel inevitable once she sang it. She didn't chase trends, she absorbed them. She didn't need songs to be custom-made. She knew how to bend them into something authentic. That's why so many of her biggest hits share a common secret. They almost belonged to someone else. But once Rihanna stepped in, there was no imagining them any other way. And that's the real story behind pop music. Songs don't have destiny. Artists create it. This is just one chapter, because there are many more songs and many more stories that almost went to someone else.